Now like to introduce the Right Honourable Jack Straw. He has served in many capacities as Home Secretary, Foreign Secretary and Leader of the House of Commons. Currently he is serving as Secretary of State for Justice and is the Lord Chancellor. A distinguished career and indeed a politician whom we know very well. The Right Honourable Jack Straw MP.
Your Holiness, National President, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum. May I say how delighted I am to be here to bring the good wishes of Her Majesty's Government, the apologies of the Prime Minister Gordon Brown, but to say on, I think, everybody's behalf, because as we've heard from Lord Avebury and Baroness Warsi, all of us, whatever our political persuasions, hugely admire the work of the Ahmadiyya community here in the United Kingdom, as we do across the world. Lord Avebury spoke in his address about not just the subscription in words, but the subscription in deeds of your community to peace and brotherhood. And that has characterized your community throughout its history. I take a great interest in the issue of faith and religion. As it happens, I am a communicating Anglican. One's allowed to say that these days, but I am, and I'm proud of it. But not least because in my own constituency of Blackburn, now 30% of the community are of Indian or Pakistani heritage, split evenly, and almost all of those 30% are of the Islamic faith. I've been interested, obviously, in what we now describe as community cohesion, but much more alongside that about how we can better educate people and inform people about the fact that the three great monotheistic religions of Judaism, Christianity and Islam are, as the followers of Islam say, religions of the book. And one evening at dinner with some Muslim friends, had a wonderful conversation about, not about politics or about cases or anything else, but about theology, about the sharing, as we all do, of common prophets, going right back to Abraham, with a group of white colleagues and friends, just talking about the way in which followers of Islam, yes, they do not regard Jesus Christ as the Messiah any more than those who are believers in the Jewish faith regard Jesus Christ as the Messiah. But certainly if you read the Holy Quran, then, as I do, but only in the English translation, but if you read the Holy Quran, you can see, as I was explaining, that Jesus is revered as a prophet, and that there, as I say, going right back through the so-called Judaic prophets, there are prophets for us who are of the Christian faith, and prophets, the same prophets, with the same messages for those of the Islamic faith. And what this tells us is, yes, of course, these faiths are different, otherwise they would not be different faiths. But there is a commonality around them, which is of huge importance if we are to ensure, as I think Baroness Warsi was indicating, that those who use the various texts of and at different times in history, by God, the Bible has been used in this way outrageously, that those who use these different texts to foment hatred and division within communities and between communities have no theological base whatever, and that the central message of all world religions, not least of Islam, of Christianity, of Judaism, the monotheistic religions which revere the same prophets, is that of peace and brotherhood. And the reason, Your Holiness, why I'm so delighted to be here is to mark, on my own behalf, as well as the government's behalf, the huge respect we all have, for your work day by day in making a reality of peace and brotherhood across the communities in this country and across the world. Thank you very much indeed.